This problem is about a buoy. A buoy is an item that floats on the water, a device that floats on the water for various purposes. So anyway, a buoy starts at a height of 0 in relation to sea level and then goes up. Okay, so here's a graph of what they said so far. The buoy starts at a height of 0 and then goes up. Its maximum displacement in either direction is 6 feet. So it goes up, eventually it comes back down. Alright, so this line represents, the x-axis in this case represents sea level. Alright, its maximum displacement in either direction is 6 feet. Alright, so that means positive 6 feet and negative 6 feet. Alright, so that tells us the a value of the function. This 6 feet is the amplitude. And when we talk about the model of a sine function, it looks like this. Y equals a sine b x minus h plus k. The a value tells you the amplitude. So anyway, so the amplitude is 6. So that means it's got to be one of these two. So we've eliminated these choices so far. Let's keep reading. Okay, and the time it takes to go from its highest point to its lowest point is 4 seconds. Okay, so this is its highest point, and this is its lowest point. Okay, and we're talking about a function of time, which means the x-axis is time. So if I want to know how long it is from its highest point to its lowest point, that means I need to look at the x-axis and decide how far, what this distance is. Okay, so anyway, they tell us that this is 4 seconds. So this distance from here to here is 4 seconds. Okay, now in terms of this graph, what does that tell me about the period? So remember, the period would be this entire distance from the beginning to the end. Okay, that's the period, is from one end all the way to the other. Okay, until it repeats. That's the period. Okay, but from the from this high to the low, that's exactly half of the period. That's half of the function. So if this is 4, that means the full period must be 8. And then that allows me to find this b value, because we know that the period is always 2 pi divided by the b value. Okay, and we're allowed to swap these, so that means that the b value is 2 pi divided by the period. So if I apply that in this case, that means that the b value is going to be 2 pi divided by 8. Alright, because the period is 8. And then so if I simplify this down, that tells me that the b value is pi over 4. Alright, so there should be a pi over 4 in this spot right here, like in front of the the variables and stuff. So, well, I've just got to choose between these two. So guess which one has a b value of pi over 4? Ding, 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 it's right here. So that means this must be the answer. Okay, why do you hate me?